everyone, my name is Megan Milakovic, and today I want to give you guys some tips for expanding your network. That is huge for us because we constantly want to be adding new people into our funnel. One thing I always say is that if I can just get a new person onto my Facebook page, then I can let my Facebook do the talking for me. And that's really what this IPA challenge is all about. We are teaching you guys the proper way to post so that when somebody comes to your page, they can see what you're all about. And when they come on there, we want them to see originality. And so I want to talk to you guys about making your own graphics instead of just using all the ones that are floating around. First of all, Facebook favors new. So if you're using a graphic that everybody in Plexus is using, chances are it's not going to get seen as well in the Facebook algorithms. So some of my favorite apps to use for making graphics are PicCollage, Typorama, and WordSwag. And I went ahead and I just paid the $4.99 or whatever it was so that it removed its tag from my pictures and from my graphics. We're trying to brand ourselves and we don't want to have their branding on our stuff. So instead of it saying made by Typorama, it's not going to say anything. And you can write it off as a business expense for the app that you bought. So I like to go on there, and if I see a quote that somebody is using, instead of just copying their picture, I go ahead and I make my own graphic. If we're having an event and I want to invite people to it on my Facebook page, I like to use a picture of myself or my kids and invite them and make a graphic that way. So I just want you guys to be original. Don't just take all the graphics that everyone else in Plexus is using, but actually take the time to take your own pictures, write out your own things, because you want to be original. People want to see that on your Facebook page. So that was just a little rabbit trail about making graphics. If you're unsure really how to do them, YouTube is a great resource. Just type it in, how to make graphics with Typorama or whatever app you decide to use, and there's tons of resources on there for you. So back to tips for expanding your network. Tip number 1 is get out of your house. I know this sounds really basic, but in our day and age, we can basically do everything from home and we never even have to leave. But I want to encourage you guys to actually get out of your house. Instead of going through the drive-through at coffee or the bank, actually go inside where you're going to have to socialize and talk to people. Strike up conversations while you're out there. You know, it can be as simple as, hey, I love your boots. Where'd you get them from? Then you start chit-chatting, just really small, and then you exchange names, you start talking, and then before you know it, you guys are friends on Facebook, and that's a new person that you never would have met if you would have just stayed in your house. And so another thing I like to do is I meet so many people at the grocery store. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes I do like to do the grocery pickup, but I don't do that all the time. Because by getting out in public, you're going to be meeting so many new people. I can't tell you how many new moms I've met because my kids are saying hi, they're waving, we chit chat back and forth. And again, then we become friends on Facebook. And listen, this does not need to be awkward when you're adding people. If you don't make it awkward, it's not going to be awkward. So if I meet someone and we're just making some small talk and then I say, hey, are you on Facebook? And I hand them my phone and they type in their name. And then I add them as a friend right there because everybody's on Facebook for the most part. And so once I add them as a friend, I take a screenshot so that I can remember later all of the new people that I've been adding to my Facebook. So tip number 1, get out of your house and be social. Tip number 2 is never turn down a social event. This is really important because you never know who you could be connected to at a party or who you might meet that would be really big for your business. And so even just this weekend, I drove all the way back from Tennessee to Virginia because we had a Christmas party to go to, and it was super fruitful. I made friends with all of the moms there. I got them on my Facebook page. They're already engaging on my page, so they're seeing the things that I am posting about. And then the hostess and I just had coffee this morning, and she's really interested in the business. Now, all of this never would have happened if I didn't make the extra effort to go to this Christmas party. So don't turn down social engagements. You want to get out there and meet people. And tip number 3 is think outside of the box of how you can meet new people. And I'm just gonna give you guys a few examples of that. One thing that you can do is go on to your Facebook page and go to a few of your friends' pages. If you click on friends, there's going to be 3 different columns. There's going to be suggestions, mutual, and all. So think about some people that you know are really big influencers. Go to their page, look at their suggestions. And if you have friends that maybe you have 20, 30, 40, I've even had 50 people in common, I added them as my friend. When you add them as a friend, go ahead and send them a message and just say, hey, I am so glad that Facebook thought that we should be friends. I see that we have a ton of mutual friends. You seem like an awesome person. I am really excited to get to know you better. And that way you are, then it's not awkward later on when you're liking and commenting on their stuff, because you already broke the ice with that very simple, basic message. Something else that you guys can do is join Facebook groups. And maybe that seems a little overwhelming to join too many. So maybe just pick one. Go on, find a group, find a mom group, find something that you're going to be able to connect with. On maybe you like camping, maybe it's Instapot, maybe whatever it is, just go ahead and find a group that you can relate to and engage on there. Add value, like, comment, and then add some of those people that you really are connecting with onto your Facebook page, and then let your Facebook speak for itself. Something that I did, I joined a mommy group of very natural, holistic moms. There was a mom on there who was selling homemade elderberry syrup. Now listen, I can get elderberry syrup from Amazon, but I decided that I was going to order it through her. So I had a chance. I sent her a message. We were able to connect. I had to go to her house in order to pick it up. And that was just another person that I was able to meet. I also went through and I added all of the people on there who were commenting that they wanted homemade elderberry syrup too, because they're like-minded mamas as me. And so they're very natural in their thinking. So I sent them all messages just saying, hey, I'm always looking for new mom friends who are like-minded like me, and so really looking forward to getting to know you. Just something super simple like that, and you just send them out that message. So that's another really great way to meet other people. Some other things that I have done is even just this week, one of my friends was having a Pampered Chef party. Now, instead of just going online and placing my order, I asked for the consultant's information. I sent her what I wanted, asked if she could help me place the order, and when I called her to give her my card information, we were able to chat back and forth. We started talking about network marketing. I asked about how long she had been doing Pampered Chef for. We started making small talk. I was able to talk about Plexus in a very casual way. It just came up, and she had never heard of it before. So I added her as my friend on Facebook, and she texted me right away after that. She said, hey, I have been looking at your Facebook page and I am sold. Tell me how I can go ahead and get that pink drink. And now she is a customer of mine. So it's thinking about ways that you can intentionally expand your network and just thinking outside of the box. Another example is that I have a girl that I've been prospecting. I really want her to do the business with me. I saw that her and some friends were raising money for a run to fight against sex trafficking. I went on, I made a small donation, and then I was able to send her a message, and now we have an appointment for tomorrow because she's open to talking about the business with me. So sometimes, I'm not saying that you have to buy from everyone's party or make all these donations or things like that, but sometimes if it's by making those connections, it opens up brand new networks that you would never have experienced before. Another thing, even just this week, one of my friends, she owns a boutique, and she was telling me about some really big goals that she had. So she told me that some friends were coming over to shop. I thought, perfect. So I went over and I was able to meet new people. I was able to add them on my Facebook. Her and I are actually going to do an event together now, with clothes and Plexus. So that was another big networking opportunity. And those people that I met there while we were shopping, I was able to get them on my Facebook page, and they're already liking and commenting and engaging on my page. So that was another great way. I could have just gone online and ordered some stuff to help her out, but I didn't. I chose to go there in person and meet new people. So take that extra effort. Think outside of the box of how you can expand your network. So I have a few tasks for you guys. I want you to go out and I want you to meet 2 new people, and I want you to add them as your friend on Facebook. At first, this might seem really scary, but I promise you the more that you do it, the easier it's gonna become. So get out there tomorrow, meet 2 new people, and get them on your Facebook page. I want you guys to find a Facebook group and join it. Because listen, people are craving community, and if you're adding value into those pages, people are going to be drawn to you. It's going to be huge. And then the third thing is I want you guys to go ahead and make your own graphic. It can really be about anything. It could be a Plexus related. Maybe you just want to post an inspirational quote and make your own graphic. Whatever it is, I want you guys to make your own graphic about something instead of using one that everybody else is using, and go ahead and post that tomorrow. So those are just some of my tips for expanding your network. Thanks for listening.